If you're new to wholesaling and you don't have any sales experience, I recommend you first start out in acquisitions as a lead manager. A lead manager pre-qualifies sellers by gathering information and uncovering motivation, then passes that hot lead on to an experienced closer who will step in and negotiate, structure, and close the deal. Starting out as a lead manager helps you get comfortable talking to sellers without having the pressure of making the offers and signing the contracts. And you don't need to be on a team to be a lead manager. You can prep or set the seller, then bird dog that hot lead to an experienced wholesaler who will close the deal and pay you a commission. So in this video, I want to give you my exact lead manager script and process. It's only 10 questions, but it's so simple and effective that anyone can use it, even if you don't have any experience. All of that and more coming up.
This video is brought to you by WCL Accelerator, the only done-for-you cold calling service that sends warm, motivated seller leads to you every day. Check it out now at warmleadsdaily.com.
Recently, I was in Nashville, Tennessee at a live meetup on the Creative Nation Tour with Pace Morby and Jamil Damji. Now, if you don't know what that is, Pace is touring the nation and going to 100 cities in 100 days, and his goal is to help 100 people get their first deal. So one of the things that he does is he has everyone at the meetup break up into groups and call sellers live. In fact, it's really cool because PropWire sponsors the leads for the tour, and these leads are what we call warm leads. That means the sellers were recently cold called and expressed an interest in selling and are now waiting to get a call with an offer. So everyone at the meetup gets in the groups, they're given a list of these warm leads, and then they have to take turns in the group calling the sellers. And by the way, for a limited time, you can get access to these same warm leads. You get 10 exclusive leads a day delivered right to your inbox for a fraction of the cost. Just go to warmleadsdaily.com to learn more. So anyway, I've been to a handful of these meetups with Pace and Jamil. And when it comes time to break up into the groups and start calling the sellers, I'm stunned at how many people are reluctant to do it. I go around each group and inevitably, there are always people who are afraid to call. The other night in Nashville, a woman named Katrina had the phone number of one of these warm leads entered into her phone. All she had to do was press call, but she wouldn't do it. I asked her what she was waiting for. She said, "I've never called a seller. I have no idea what to say, and I'm terrified." So I reassured her that it would be okay. We walked through the steps again and the script about what to say, and she still wouldn't do it. I'll leave a comment if you can relate. So I reached over and I pressed send on her phone. Now she looked at me and burst into tears while the phone was ringing. I said, "I'm right here. It'll be fine. You can do this." Now, no one answered the phone and she thought she was off the hook, but I said, "Dial again and keep calling sellers on your list until you talk to someone." But she just looked at me dumbfounded. I said, "Look, Katrina, it's only scary because you're making it mean something about you if you fail. That somehow you're not good enough. But this isn't about you. This is about the seller. Just have a normal conversation, find out if they have a property that they want to sell, why they want to sell it, and how much they want for it." I said, if you get that far, tell them that you'll get back to them with an answer, and then someone can help you from there. I told her, that's all you need to do to start. The rest will come later. Now, I'm super proud of Katrina because she did it. By the end of the night, she had talked to a few different sellers and she was so proud of herself. She was beaming from ear to ear. Now I asked her, "Katrina, did you die?" She laughed and said, "No." I told her, in real estate, you don't have to know everything before you do anything. You don't need to know all 10 steps before you do step 1. Just learn step 1, then do it, then learn step 2, then do it, and so on. You see, real estate is developmental. You learn doing one step at a time. So when it comes to acquisitions, step 1 is discovery or uncovering motivation. Does the seller want to sell? Why do they want to sell? Is there some kind of hardship or distress? Is there urgency? How soon do they want to sell? Is the property in poor condition? Does it need updated? And what price do they want for an all-cash offer? Once you've done discovery, step 2 is analyzing the deal. Step 3 is making the offer on the deal. Step 4 is negotiating the deal. And step 5 is securing or closing the deal and signing the contract. Now, just like Katrina at the Nashville meetup, if you're new to real estate and you're thinking about all 5 of those steps, Uncovering motivation, analyzing, offering, negotiating, and closing, that is really overwhelming for most people. And it's what prevents a lot of people from actually taking action and getting started. But instead, what if all you did in the beginning was step one, discovery? Well, then it's not so intimidating. In fact, anyone can do the discovery step because it's just gathering information. You don't have to make any decisions. You don't have to take on any risk. Yet you can get paid and paid well for prepping or setting sellers for a closer. This role is called a lead manager. A lead manager is every closer's dream come true because the closer doesn't have to spend his time pre-qualifying sellers. The lead manager does it for him, and he just gets to focus on closing deals. Now, for that reason, lead managers are extremely high in demand. For example, in my Tulsa, Oklahoma market with my partner, Mark Gabriel, we have a lead manager named Jasper. Now, Jasper cold calls leads, pre-qualifies them, follows up, builds trust. And by the time Jasper brings us the lead, it's a slam dunk. The seller is ready and we step in and close the deal. Here's the crazy part. Jasper has become such a good lead manager that we pay him half the assignment fee. Why? Because his leads are free deals that we did not have to generate or nurture. So we're happy to pay him really well. Now, Jasper could go on and become a closer if he wanted, but he really likes the low-risk role as a lead manager. And he likes it so well and we work so good together that, for now at least, he likes the arrangement we have. Now, I'm not saying all wholesalers will pay you half the assignment fee like we do with Jasper, but I am saying that if you get really good and the conversations were really high-quality conversations, I bet they would. My point is this: stop letting your lack of knowledge and experience prevent you from getting in the game. Like I told Katrina, you don't need to know how to do everything to get started. Start out as a lead manager, learn how to do discovery, take those hot leads to local active closers, and earn while you learn. So let me show you how easy it is to do discovery and then show you how you can get started as a lead manager right now. There are 10 questions that you need to ask a seller lead. That's it. The first 3 questions are the introduction and verification. Question 1 is this: Hi Jim, this is Jerry Norton. You recently spoke to my team about possibly selling your house on 123 Main Street. Are you still interested in selling? Or if you're cold calling, it would sound like this: Hi Jim, this is Jerry Norton. I'm calling to see if you have an interest in selling your property on 123 Main Street. Question number 3, okay, great. How much are you looking to get? 100,000? All right, let's take a look and see what we can do. Now you move into discovery. Questions 4 through 9 are designed to uncover motivation and gather information. Questions 4 and 5 are to find out if there's hardship. So Jim, what has you wanting to sell right now? And I'm curious, why haven't you listed your property for sale with a real estate agent? Questions 6 and 7 are to find out if there's urgency. So Jim, assuming we agree on price and terms, how soon are you hoping to close and get cash in your pocket? And I'm not saying that we can, but if we could close by the end of the month or 3 weeks from now, would that be too soon for you? Question number 8 is about the condition. Jim, tell me a little bit about the property. Have there been any updates done in the last 5 years? Question number 9 is to find out if there are any other decision makers. Jim, in order to make a decision and sell, is there anyone else that would need to get on board with you, like a spouse? And finally, the last question is seeing if the seller will give a lower price. I call this the price drop setup. Jim, if I could get you an offer that was as is, so you don't have to make any repairs, for all cash, so no appraisals or financing, with no commissions or any cost to you, and if I could close on your timeline, what would you be willing to take for an offer like that? Now, oftentimes, when a motivated seller sees the value in an as-is all-cash offer, they will come down significantly on the price. Now, if you want to stop there and not move into analysis, negotiation, and offering, all you have to say is, okay, Jim, this sounds good. I took really good notes. I'm going to take this information back to my investors and we'll be in touch shortly with a formal offer. That's it. Okay, now I created a lead manager cheat sheet with the exact questions and steps, and I'll give this to you for free. I'll put the download link in the description below for you. Now, at this point, depending on how the seller responded to your questions, you have a hot lead that you can deliver on a silver platter to a closer or an experienced wholesaler to take it to the finish line. Now, if the seller wasn't motivated, then put them in a follow-up sequence until they are ready. Now, here's how you can crush it as a lead manager for only $499. Right now, for a limited time, PropWire has a special offer called Warm Lead Accelerator, or WCL for short. With this offer, you get 200 exclusive warm leads per month or 10 per day, Monday through Friday. These are leads that have already been called and expressed an interest in selling. That comes to only $2.49 per lead, which is just unheard of. Just go to warmleadsdaily.com to learn more and get signed up. But what you can do as a new wholesaler is work these leads as a lead manager. Follow my simple lead manager script and process, and then get paid to take those now hot leads to a local active wholesaler, just like Jasper does for me in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's say a wholesaler converts your hot lead and pays you $1,000. You just got paid for all your leads, made money, and got better in the process. Again, to get started, just go to warmleadsdaily.com. Now, if you go to that page and the program is closed, which has happened twice now, get on the waiting list and be ready when it opens back up again. And if you want to learn more about the Warm Leads Accelerator program, then watch this next video, and I'll see you on the next video.